I think the common threads are everyone's got their own language. Everyone's got their own version of the same story. They're just using a different word or acronym for it. The concepts are the same though, right? Whether cyber risk or governance risk or business risk or op-res risk, it's all the same sort of concept. There was a chap here that's doing health and safety and anti-slip flooring, okay? Like coatings on floors. You're like, well, how's that related to this? Well, guess what? Health and safety is very similar to cyber health and safety, to digital health and safety, to all the sort of stuff that we're doing. It's a policy, it's an approach, it's a standard, it's to tell people what to do and raise awareness about not slipping on floors and maybe hold handrails. Same thing applied to me. It's quite similar. My father was in health and safety. I seem to be in digital health and safety.
Why?
I think it depends on the audience. If your audience understands the concepts and you need shorthand, and it happens to be a four-letter acronym like DORA, then don't keep saying Digital Operational Resilience Act, because it's boring. If they don't understand that world yet, then don't just say the acronym DORA. Actually explain, as I've just sort of done with an analogy about health and safety, actually explain, instead of saying important business functions or minimum viable airport, which is intimidating, say, hey, you want to keep your airport open, you want to keep your bank open, you want to keep your power station running, you want to keep customers happy. That's all about resilience. And people understand the word resilience, usually, and if they don't, you start to sort of dive into that and unpack that a little bit. And you start to tell the story and you go behind the letters of whatever the acronym is, but bring it to life. And same goes for everything in life, I would say. As they would say I can't remember what film it was, but bring the quant along. If you're going meeting someone that understands quantitative sort of statistics and skulls and black equations and things like that, probably bring your physicists along and your mathematicians along. If you're going having a light conversation with a CFO in a social environment, probably don't go there at that point, sort of thing. So know when you need your quant and your experts, and know when it's a light sort of social sort of, hey, by the way, I've got this great idea or approach that I think will solve this problem that's keeping you awake now. How is your sleep? Are you still getting up at 5 o'clock? Oh yeah, I don't need a quant to have that sort of conversation. So identify with them and their problem statement. But at a certain point, you bring that knowledge in, and it's doing so in a responsible way that doesn't overwhelm the people of the problem, I would say. Generally, I don't know. One of your presentations yesterday remind me of that, Rob. Rob gave a fantastic example. Do you think the Marks and Spencer's, hands up if you think the Marks and Spencer's attack was terrible and it shows the company's in bad shape, and so all the cyber people like me, because I kind of knew where he was going with it, but I was like, I think it's really bad. But really his lesson was, well, the CFO and the CEO have had a great year and this is just a little headwind to them and the stock price has gone up, and actually it's not as important as you think it is in your little blinkered room. So maybe cybersecurity people step out of your room, step into the business's room. Don't start a meeting with, hey, you're really bad at something, aren't you? Which is never a nice start to a relationship, I find. Maybe start the meeting with, hey, you guys have recovered so well from that. What are you planning on doing next year? You look like you've got a great plan. You're working with some great companies. We work with some of those companies. What are you doing next year? Maybe we could help. That's a nice conversation. So I think that made the point so well.